Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing a review of a recent lunch I had at Restaurant Les Armures, which is in Geneva. It's located at Rue du Soleil-Levant, 1204. It's inside the Hotel Les Armures. And I was really looking forward to this. We were on a city tour and they pointed out this restaurant is very iconic, serving very local food, very popular, like fondue. And even that you'll see later on, they have some confirmation that Bill Clinton came to the restaurant and enjoyed it. So we were really looking forward to it. Unfortunately, the service standard was the opposite of hospitable and the opposite of inclusive. So I'll kind of tell you about our experience, but generally I was really excited to get there. When we got there, they gave me a table that's right by the door. Wasn't that happy about it. I saw other tables that were empty and said, could I sit there? They said no, because it was already set up for a 4 and a 6 person. However, I noted, and I'll go through the story afterwards, there was other people that were not Asian, that were Swiss-like, that were asked the same question as me and did get their table moved, but maybe they were just, after I complained about it, they were better to other people. But anyways, so I got my table near the door, and then what happened was, after that, I saw another table next to us, because they weren't serving me either anyways, so nothing happened. And I saw a table about 2 tables over that was more closer to the edge move out. So I said, oh, my wife came in and said, can we move to the other table? The first person said no. Then we asked another person. The other person said yes. So we moved. They hadn't packed up the table. Again, everyone ignored us for about 5 or 10 minutes. So I finally went inside and just asked the manager, are you guys ever going to serve us? And, he said, oh, he was shocked. He's like, oh, I didn't know. Probably we didn't know that you moved tables. And I explained to him, well, actually, one of your waiters told us we could move over. And then he said, oh, maybe it's because we switched. The different waiters get confused because they're in different spots. But I said, well, my table is only 2 tables away and it's the same waiter. So anyways, they made a lot of excuses and they apologized profusely, and thereafter it was quite good after that. But generally we don't need to do that anywhere else. In fact, very few places in the world had no problems. In Milan with this. I'd never have a problem like this in Vancouver. I can just tell you from personal experience, that's my experience, and so I didn't find it that hospitable. Anyways, let's get on to the actual review of it. So here's the letter that's on their wall from Bill Clinton, saying how much he enjoyed the restaurant. So that's one of the big attractions of this restaurant. It's actually right in the middle of town. It's iconic. It's supposed to serve very good food, very convenient. It's kind of a bistro style, very casual. It's right across the street from the Tavel House Museum, so very convenient. So after I complained, they actually did start serving our table. I would say they weren't completely rude. They actually served us, but they were not exactly welcoming or friendly. They kind of like, well, okay, if you want to order something, we'll order it. And kind of that's how it approached it. It was not that apologetic. They didn't try to make us feel comfortable at all. And so likewise, we didn't spend a lot of time on the food. And probably that kind of colored our view of the restaurant too. So anyways, let's look at the food. So the first thing we had was the grilled Swiss sausage with local mustard served with green salad and the potato rosti for 25 Swiss francs. Thought it was a decent deal. I thought the food was okay. Nothing really special. So I thought it was okay. The table next to us, they had a fondue, and it seemed like they were enjoying it. I think they were speaking either Italian or French, so they were speaking with the waiters quite fluently. So, and so it seemed like they were having a great time. So maybe it was just us. Then we had the crisp roasty potatoes with de la Vosges goat cheese and Swiss Alpine air-dried beef and green salad for 30 Swiss francs. Again, a bit pricey for what it is. It wasn't spectacular. It was okay. And again, we were probably not in the greatest mood to eat. It was kind of in 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We were just having a snack. It was outside terrace, so it should have been really nice. But, again, we didn't really feel that welcome. So we thought, well, it probably kind of clouded our idea. And even when we tried to pay the bill, it wasn't like they were very on top of it. So no one was coming around to see us. We just decided to pay cash and brought the cash inside. So all in all, unfortunately, based on my experience, I can't recommend this restaurant. Yes, if you speak German or you speak Italian or French, and I saw that with another restaurant in Zermatt. There's certain restaurants that just like people that speak their language, and I don't know if it's just a language barrier or it's kind of other things. But yeah, we get that sense, and all I can say is that we never get this sense in Vancouver, and we had no problems or never felt this way in Milan when we were there. Rarely have this. I don't think we see this anywhere else in the world. So there's a couple of places in the world we see it, and again, it'd be likened to what I experienced in Paris like 15 years ago. So unfortunately, not a great experience for us. Maybe other people have better experiences than us, but I cannot recommend this restaurant. Until next time, happy eating.